Welcome back guys to the SSAS tips and tricks videos. In this video I'm gonna discuss about how I decommission the SSAS database. Decommission means like how I delete in short, in most easily understandable language. So you'll be getting requests if you're working as a DBA, you'll be getting requests like please decommission a cube database or delete multiple cube databases. So there are multiple ways of doing the same. You can use XML script, you can use you can use SSMS wizards and everything, right? But let me show you what is the steps I follow when I got a request to decommission the queue. For that, let me connect to the SSMS. I do it from SSMS normally. Let me connect to SSMS analysis services. I'm connecting to default instance where I have a couple of cubes. Yeah, let's say I got a request for decommissioning of ADB underscore copied cube database, which is available in the default instance of SSAS. So the first and foremost thing that I'm going to do is I'll check for the size of the database. In this case, it's a dummy database, so that is why it's just 40.10 MB. This is pretty small. If you go on directly delete it, it's not going to take much time. It will be deleted in less than 5 seconds. Hardly it takes 5 seconds. In real time, the cube databases, as I mentioned in multiple videos of mine, it will be around 800 gigs, 1000 gigs, 1200 gigs, sorry, 1020 gigs, 2000 gigs, and also I've seen a couple of cubes which are more than 3000 gigs in size. If you want to delete it directly, then it will take a lot of time and you will not have any clue where it is, how it is progressing, whether it is really deleting or whether it is hung in the middle. So that is why I follow two steps for decommissioning the cube databases. The first one is keep in mind, if the database size is more, then I follow these steps. If the database size is very less, I'll simply click on delete and gone. Or I should say, like, simply I'll take the script of XML script of this object, delete object, and then I'll execute it simply to delete it in less than a couple of seconds if the size is very less. But here I'm gonna explain what I'm gonna do if the size is more. If the size is more, the first step that I'll take is I will unprocess the cube database. You can see when you click on process, you will find multiple options, and one among that one is unprocess. Unprocess will make sure that it will delete all the data files which are copied into the analysis services, and where you can see these data files, whether it's copied or whether it's gonna delete or not when you click on unprocess. So all these data related files will be available in the drive. Let me connect to that. I'm going to C drive, program files, Microsoft SQL Server, and I'm working on default instance, OLAP, and in that I have a data folder, and in that data folder I'll have one XML file and one data file. Let me search for the data file, ADB underscore DB, copied underscore DB. Here you can see you will have one folder for cube, one folder for data source, one folder for dimension account, one for currency, and if you open it, you can see lots of store files. store. This is a very awesome concept. I'll cover a video on this one very shortly, and this is really beautiful concept. This is how the data will be stored in your analysis services. Lord hell of storing files. Okay, so this is just for one dimension currency. You can see all these files. In the same way for customer, you can see all these. For every attribute there will be an all, as well as the attribute name, everything. You'll find it's very interesting one. I'll cover a detailed video on this one. So if you see here, this is your cube file. Here you can see all the measure groups that are present in this one, and this is fact and net sales measure group. And you can see this is the partition, and you can see the data and its relationship with the dimensions. All the files available here, mapping files and the key files, data files, and so on. Right? I think this is the first time for most of you guys seeing that these files are available in the data folder. And if you're working as a DBA, you will be continuously working on these files, these folders. Now, what I'm going to do here is, as I said, I'm going to unprocess it. So first I'll unprocess the cube and then I will work on delete. So if I unprocess the cube, you can see the files are missing here. The files are getting deleted here. Can you see in the background? I've seen a couple of files deleted. Let it complete. Okay, it has taken out all the most of the important files. You can see now the folders almost empty, right? So this is the beauty of unprocess. Unprocess means what it will do is, if your storage mode is molap, I'm highlighting this again. If your storage mode is molap, then all the files will be copied into the data folder and the DB folder of the database. And if you unprocess it, what it is going to do is it will just delete the files or the stores that are available or copied into the folders of each dimension or cube or partitions. Now I have unprocessed it, and if you see the size of it, it will be pretty less comparatively. It was a 30 MB or 40 MB, right? And it was even more in the data storage wise. So now it's, if you see, it is just 1.5 MB. In the same way, if you unprocess a cube which is of 800 gigs or 1000 gigs, it will become 1.5 MB or 10 MB or 20 MB folder, which will be easy to delete, right? Now, once I unprocess the cube database, then I will execute the command to delete it. And now it will take fraction of seconds to delete it. This is how I follow, and this is not the mandatory way to follow, but you can directly right click on delete. If the database is huge, there comes the problem. It will be processing and it will take 40 minutes, 50 minutes. You will not have any clue where it is, and you will get a feel that it is stuck somewhere, and immediately you will try to delete, cancel the command, and you will make a mess of it. That is why if you unprocess it, you can be very well aware of it, where it is, whether it is deleting files or not. Once it is done, then you can simply go ahead and execute the delete XMLA command. And I hope this helps you guys. If you have used databases, try to follow this way, and surely you will like it. I know. Thank you very much, and please subscribe to my channel. I'm going to add more and more videos on SQL, SSAS tips and tricks, as well as I'm going to add more videos on SSRS and SSIS too very, very shortly. Catch you very soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.